Record video.
Oh, well, the timer's going off, so you know what that
On your feet and to everyone you meet, say hello, 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 hello. When you meet somebody new, the first thing you should do is say hello, 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 say hello.
So yo, what's up everybody? I am here and it is, I don't even know what time it is. Alhamdulillah. So yeah, I'm here. I have some stuff to work on, and I was working on something for a friend of mine, and he needed an intro for his vlogs, and I also did him a design. So I wanted to give you a little quick rundown of how I created his little design. It's nothing fancy, nowhere near what I would really do if I took the time to work on the project, but I did want to show you that. And then I'm gonna head elsewhere, but right now it looks like it's about to storm. We had a storm earlier this morning and the temperature supposedly dropped. I don't know. I don't go outside on my off days. I'm not that type of person. Be back to talk with you after I show you how I created this, I guess, logo for him, graphic for him. Yeah. See you in the next shot. So yo, what's up? I am back and I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. It's not even a tutorial, it was just me speeding through with music in the background. I created that logo for one of my friends. I really don't have much to talk about. I have some music to work on for a client that hasn't paid me for the last 2 previous tracks that I did for them, and they want me to start on something else. It's weird. I don't know their logic in asking me to continue, but I have a project that I want to work on myself that I want to finish working on. I also decided that it's time for me to watch. It's a week overdue for me to watch, so I'm watching. I forgot what I wanted to talk about. I remember now. So there was this conversation that me and one of my Facebook friends was having, and I brought up to him this thing called disconnected reality, which is a theory that I came up with in my mind, but I'm pretty sure it's not something that I came up with, and I'm pretty sure there's an actual name for it. But I was trying to explain to him that theory and that understanding of something that's currently going on. And he was kind of conflicted, or a lot of people are actually conflicted on what to believe in certain situations, and it's hard to know what's going on when you got people within the Ummah that you hold to a high degree because they are of your Ummah, and you kind of trust them a little bit more than you would someone else. One of the biggest thing is there's no way for me to get over the fact that I know for a fact that media lies. I don't even want to say the media has an agenda, but there's a reality that is created by the media that is usually magnified in ways that I feel that it actually shouldn't be at sometimes. One thing that I notice is that some people would post the media is the reason for the rise in racism or the racist tension in the US or something like that. And I'm thinking to myself, I can see where that's coming from, but I think it's more of, no, they're definitely doing their part in magnifying the situation, but it's still a situation. There's still an ant here Rather, I take this magnifying glass and look at it and it's enlarged for me to clearly see it, or I don't use the magnifying glass at all, there still is an ant right here. I don't think they've created it. I don't think they are making it worse. I think they are just putting a spotlight on it. The same thing with the situation that we were talking about. I was like, it's two sides to every story, and then there is the truth. And 99% of the time, the only person that is going to know the truth is God, because everyone is going to come into this whole thing where I call it disconnected reality, where one person's reality is disconnected from someone else's reality. A person growing up in the same household with their brother or their siblings have a different memory or a different understanding of their youth, where they remember horrible situations and all this good stuff, and another person, same situation, whether they remember it or whether they suppressed it, whether they didn't see it as bad as it was or as good as it was, is all in that person's reality. And so we have a disconnected reality where two people are really, or two views are really fighting against each other and not taking the time to understand the other side has a different reality, a different perspective on that same situation, if that makes any sense. This situation, it's very possible that these particular people that are putting out this particular side of the story is seeing exactly what they're reporting. It doesn't mean that it's lying. It doesn't mean that it's propaganda. It doesn't mean that it's fake. It just means that this is what they are able to see. Right now and right here, it is kind of raining outside. I just text with someone who stays 15 minutes away and it is completely sunny outside. What's going on here? What's going on there? Two different things. I can only report on exactly what I'm able to see here in front of me, and they are only able to report on what's going on in their area. Sometimes those two things conflict because you think they're just 15 minutes away, they're in the same city, but they're experiencing totally different things, and that is very possible. So when we look at news and we get two sides to every story, I always employ people. One of the biggest things that I like about his questioning of the situation was the fact that he was questioning, which means he was taking the time to look at someone else's point of view, and a lot of people don't do that. During this whole election, we were told XYZ was going to happen, and then when XYZ didn't happen, a lot of people, what? I can't believe, what? And then Facebook, social media, and stuff like that, that's like an algorithm of what you are able to see and what you aren't able to see. You usually tend to like people, befriend people, create a circle or a reality that only people that share like minds, and unless you allow some outsider in, or unless you take the time to look at an outsider's point of view, you're going to live in this bubble and this reality, and you think this is all that's going on. Same scenario, just talking about racism. Okay, if this person is growing up in this inner city, this is their reality of what's going to happen with cops. This is what's happening with fathers. This is what's happening with children, with education and all this good stuff. And you have a group over here, this is what they experienced and this is what they're going through, and all they can think about is, well, if you're not doing anything different for your situations, then that's what you deserve, and you're not trying, and blah blah blah. But they have their reality that's here, and until these two people come together and decide to meet and greet and talk about this, or until this person decides to open up and go over and actually be there for a while and understand, and vice versa, no one's ever going to really get a good understanding. And again, there is going to be a truth that is there, and a truth coming from them, and a truth that's coming from them, but those two truths are going to collide, and somebody's lying. No, somebody's not lying. It's just two realities that are disconnected. That's my theory. That's what I want to leave you with today. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Thumbs. Also, let me know what you think about my strange theory. If you have not done so yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And I'm about to be out of here because I have something to edit, and it is time for me to go. And I'll see you next week with a new vlog. And yeah, that's really about it. Peace. Oh, but before I go, I do want to say that I did have some reviews, some more in-depth reviews. Actually, I'm going to do some app reviews. You know, screen recording on these things are like always non-existent because it's Apple, through Apple. But yeah, I'll figure out something and do an app review on some of my favorite apps, or, you know, still go into details as I'm still testing this thing out. But yeah, I haven't forgot about that. So yeah, thumbs up, subscribe. I'm out of here for real this time. Peace.